I used to get in trouble a lot as a kid, so my parents had to get pretty creative with the punishments. You know, they tried the classics, sit on the stairs. That doesn't work. I just get up and dip. They tried to put the soap in my mouth. That doesn't work. It low-key tastes good. Yeah, they tried to take the Xbox controller. I know where they hit it. Doesn't work. Then they started to get a little creative. They're like, okay, what do kids not like? What would a kid not like? All right, so they think, all right, every time you get in trouble now, we'll put hot sauce on your tongue. I secretly fuck with hot sauce. That shit didn't work either until one punishment that ended me. Buzz cut. I used to get in trouble so much that they had to cut my hair. So you see how it is now? But I had long ass hair, like the fucking Justin Bieber cut type of shit in 4th grade, right? And this was the prime time year of me just doing the most devious shit and where the buzz cuts were introduced. One day I got in trouble in class. My teacher was a bitch, bro. She was some fat ass fucking bitch. She was always targeting me. She was low-key, she was like high key jealous. She was just a hater. Anyways, one day I got in like a ton of trouble. I don't remember what I did. And normally she would just like lecture me, but she was tired of my shit, right? So now she says, all right, we're gonna tell your parents. She said, we're not gonna call them though. So we had like the agenda books. Bullshit where you like write down like, I don't even remember, like your homework, some dumb shit. I had to get my mom to sign my agenda to prove that I told her what I did that day in class because she just wanted me to tell my mom. I had to tell her what I did wrong, right? And it was something bad because I didn't tell her. The second I heard I gotta get that signature, I started scheming in my head. I was like, fuck that, she ain't signing it, I'll sign it. So I get home, I'm sitting at my desk, and on the next page of the agenda, I'm practicing my mom's signature. I got like 6 reps in, and I'm like, yeah, that's good. So I flip back to the other page, sign that bitch, close the notebook, we done. I'm like, I just finessed this stupid ass teacher. She ain't smart. So the next day she's like, Colin, did you get your signature? And I was like, yeah, bitch, look, here. And I give it, I go back to my desk, I'm like, yeah, I just finesse this bitch. And she's like, come here. And I was like, what? Okay. She's like, your mom didn't sign this. I was like, the fuck? She did, but okay. Like, she signed that. She was like, no, I don't think she did. I was like, all right, then don't believe it. She's like, okay. Then if I call her, she'll say he signed it. I was like, yeah, go call her. So I'm walking back to my desk with like my stomach dropping, bro. Just knowing damn well she ain't finna say, yeah, she signed that shit. And she get off the phone and she's fucking put that phone down. And she big as fuck. I told y'all, she big as fuck. I ain't being exaggerant. She jumbo. And it's a 2-story school. We on the 2nd floor. She almost break the floor in. She go up to my desk, grab me by my shirt. She said, let's have a chat in the hall. So the chat, it was something like telling me I'm a shit kid, right? I wasn't down to hear all that. I was like, bro, I'm not a shit kid. You're a bitch. So I come back in. She made me cry, bro. I ain't gonna lie, she made me cry. Now I knew that instead of just getting the signature and being honest with my mom, now I gotta go home and face the real punishment. And this was when it was first introduced. I was just thinking the punishment was gonna be no Xbox, but I knew where the controller was, so I get ain't even a punishment. I see my dad, he got the clippers ready. I'm like, I'm not getting the haircut. Why you got the clippers? He's like, I'm cutting your hair off. And guys, you do not know how important the hair was to me. Like, I used to be one of the fuckers that would be like flipping that shit like 80 times a minute. Probably almost fucking